Good morning. It's Monday. And look, they're doing some kind of destruction. Some kind of construction. Oh, they're trying to help us feel normal by putting us in traffic. Yay. It's rainy. It's gross out. There's traffic. Feels like a normal Monday. Yay. Normal. What is that again? Let's see, since I can. There we go. Blinky lights so painful. It's so bright. It hurts. So this is usually not as exciting, being on the highway. But I saw that and was like, oh no, this is a normal thing. Yay. Look, traffic. At least this isn't snow, which makes me happy. It's a cold rain, but it's not snow, so I'm happy. Anybody else, when they're driving in the morning, have their ears pop, but when you're driving home they don't? I feel like they pop more in the morning than they do driving home in the afternoon or night, because apparently everybody thinks I'm a vampire because I leave school so late. Ah, shoot. I leave the building so late and they're like, oh, you must be a vampire. Because then they make fun of me when they see me leaving early. Oh, leaving early? Oh, but there's still light out. Yeah, I know. I thought I'd change it up a bit. I have things to do after the work day sometimes, like grocery shopping or laundry or taking care of my bunny. Dinner. Yeah, that sounds like a good list of things. chose not to post that. I think that was a smart choice. I need to get around you so that I can get to my exit. I hate on and off ramps. They stink. Highway driving, fine. Back road driving, fine. On and off ramp. Ah! I don't know why. So I decided maybe, since the past few times when I was driving to work, I actually saw animals versus last few times I didn't see much. There was a turkey running down the road. So I thought, hey, we'll do a to-work one. See if that's any different. Now, since we still got Corona going on, and I'm an essential worker, my commute's a little different, because normally I would see kids lined up outside of their houses and waiting for the bus. If I don't leave my house early enough, I'll get stuck behind said bus. Or buses, since I drive through like 3 different towns. It's like I usually end up bumping into all of those. But since everybody's doing the quote-unquote remote learning, there's no buses. Shout out to all the bus drivers that are right now not working. I feel for you people. Because for 2 weeks I was in my house doing nothing. And I don't know how to do that. I don't do well with that. Anyway. I saw a squirrel on the side of the road. Oh, what do we got? Oh, I think that was a crow at the top of the tree. I couldn't really tell. Now I watched, because I tried to stay up to date and informed on stuff. And when I have a question in my head, I go and I look for the information. Because I don't just ask questions blindly. If I have a question, I legit have a question. Like, hey, what is the difference between crows and ravens? Because that's an all black. We've got quite a few all black birds in the world, but there's 2 in my area where I have lived for a long time, and it's the crows and ravens. And I looked up on a video how to identify the difference between a crow and a raven. And one of the big things is when they're in flight, you can see it. And if they're not in flight, you can look at their beak and see the different shape. But it's really hard when you're driving by and the bird just flies by. It's like, oh, that was a black bird. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. think it's very interesting because I have been interested in crows and their behavior, and recently my brother, he's been interested in ravens. And I thought, who'd have thunk it? Something in common. We both like blackbirds. Part of me wants to play my music, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do that on the next one. Just because it's raining. It's a messy, yucky day. And I try not to be distracted. Videoing while driving is not distracting at all. No. Well, I'm not holding it. I have a stand. As you can clearly see, because it's fully in the shot. And it's slippery. No. Doo, doo, doo. I've got to figure out how to video where, like, you can actually see more of the actual road rather than my car. Rather than my dashboard. Why do they call it a dashboard? Hashtag questions I will look up later on Google. Not to go on the sign. Good for you. Good for you. Anybody who knows the song that I just sang, comment below. I'm so old. I think that's a hashtag. Hashtag old soul problems. Or old soul issues. Or old soul moments. Question mark. Oh, saddest thing is that the libraries are closed. And I drive by this library that I used to go to on the right. And books for sale. And the sad thing is, I can't get books. Oh, you hear that? Well, that was a real bird. But there was the sound of the doo, doo, doo. Which is a crosswalk. I don't know why they started doing that. Well, I do know why they started doing that. Because those who have sight problems, you want them to be able to know when to cross and when not to. I just don't know why they chose that sound. I wonder when they were picking the sound, if they had like somebody with a soundboard and they were like, all right, this is sound number 25. Is that anything? Is that a sound that we should use for the crosswalk? No? Okay. How about get moving? Have somebody yell? No? Okay. That sounds a little harsh. Ugh. The other thing people are getting frustrated with is like, oh no, nobody can go to church. Oh, another old car. What is that? I don't know what it is. Somebody's selling it. Is that a convertible? In the rain? That's sad. That's the one thing. If you were in a place, if you lived in a place where there was no rain, like ever, I can understand owning a convertible. If you are at a place where there's like torrential downpours, it's like, yeah, even though it would just like dry out, it's like, I don't understand having a convertible, because unless you remember to put it up, put the thing up, everything's wet. It's like you opened your whole car right there. That, and when you have a convertible, you must think that the whole world has this honor system. Like, if I park my convertible here, which is a half-open car, that's different from I left my car door open as I run into someplace. I don't know why more convertibles aren't just like, oh, joyride, bye. You know, but you must have a lot of faith in humans and your fellow man if you're able to park your convertible wide open somewhere. I just err on the side of caution, just because everybody's got that little temptation in them, that little voice that's like, oh, you know what you could do? And like 95% of us in the world are able to listen to that little voice and say, yeah, but that's dumb. I'm not going to listen to you, little voice inside my head. And then there's 5% of us that are like, you know what, voice? No. Heck with everybody. I'm doing this, you know? They they don't have good judgment. And out of that 5%, okay, like, you know, out of that 5%, you know, two-fifths of it is teenage boys. Teenage boys, for some reason, they're like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna listen to that little voice. And it's like, no, don't listen to that little voice of temptation that tells you to do that dumb thing. Because that's gonna get you in trouble. Don't do that dumb thing. Somebody has this large brass lawn ornament that I drive by every day. And it's, there's a little chipmunk that ran across the road. But there's this brass lawn ornament. And it is a crab. It is this large crab in the middle of the person's lawn, and today it was holding a sign that said "Stay safe," which I think is super cute. I wonder why they picked a crab. They must like the ocean, or they must like seafood. Normally I see animals on these back roads. But sometimes I see deer, sometimes I see turkeys. one time I did see a coyote, which I feel like I've said this before, but I can't remember. But it was trotting across the road, and I was like, oh my gosh, is that... At first I thought, is that somebody's emaciated husky? And I was like, oh no, that's not a husky, that's a coyote. It's a, a coyote. It's like, whoa, why are you out here? And I kept driving. I didn't stop and ask it. That would be silly. Hello, policeman. Thank you for keeping us safe. Or trying to catch us and give us tickets. That's a goose. There's a goose. Oh. Everybody's going the same way. Isn't this fun? Oh. Yeah. This is fun. This is the most traffic I've seen on this road. Which means there's probably not going to be animals. Gosh darn it, humans. Take a deep breath. Okay. I had a rabbit run across the road during a snowstorm over here. And I was like, oh no, man. What are you trying to do? Kill me and you at the same time? I was like, this is terrible. Why are you doing it now? In the middle of a snowstorm. I guess he was late getting home. And so was I. You know? I wonder what they do over here. I'm almost at work, so I'm gonna stop the video. This is a longer one because I was on the highway. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow, maybe.